Good morning, or whatever time you happen to be checking in. My name is Lori, and we're going to be doing, it's a gentle class. We're focusing on the shoulders today, so we're going to go ahead and have a seat. If you haven't pulled together any props that you might need, I would suggest that you grab a blanket, something to cushion the knees. If you have a block or a pillow, you can use that pillow to elevate the hips a little bit as you sit in a comfortable seated position. Typically that's cross-legged Sukhasana, but if your hips are a little tight, knees are bothering you, you can try extending the legs into an omega pose or into a long diamond pose. In either one of the extended leg positions, you'd probably want to put a pillow underneath your bum. All right, so your comfortable seated position. We're going to do a nice big shoulder roll. Shoulders go up, back, and down. Feeling the chest open up, feeling the spine lengthen. Bring the thumb and forefinger together. Turn the palms up towards the ceiling and close your eyes. We're focusing here on our breath. Feeling the breath as it goes through your nostrils, over the back of the throat. Take it down deep. Let your diaphragm expand. And then fill yourself up like a balloon all the way up to the collarbones. The exhale comes out nice and slow and long and complete. I read a statistic recently that says could be up to 70% of us who are chest breathers, and we want to try and reverse that, get that breath to go deeper. So if you're not sure, you can place your right hand on your heart, left hand on your stomach, on your diaphragm, and as you breathe in, make sure that your left hand is expanding out. And as you exhale, it presses back in. Breathing at your own rate. Nice and slow. Open your eyes. All right, starting with a little bit of neck work. Actually, we're going to start with something called Pawan Muktasana. Now, I've done this many times with the legs, but you can also do this with hands and shoulders. The same premise. We're moving the energy from the fingertips all the way up to the heart center to open up those energy lines. So we're going to start by bringing our arms out to the side, kind of a cactus pose. Feeling the shoulder blades press down your back. The spine is still nice and long. So from here, you're just going to bend at the first knuckle, the fingers, and then open them nice and wide. And bend at the first knuckle, and open, and bend again, and open. Now we're going to bend a little more. Second knuckle, kind of like making a claw with your hands. Open. And bend again. Open. And bend. And open. Let's bring the arms down. The next one we're going to extend first. The right arm straight up, opening the fingers. Then you're going to tuck the thumb in, wrap your fingers around that thumb and pull down. Moving to the left side, reaching, opening the fingers. Tuck that thumb, wrap and pull down. And to the right, up and open. Thumb in and pull down. And to the left. Thumb in, pull down. One more each side. Reaching. Open the fingers. Tuck that thumb. Wrap and pull. And the last one. Reaching up. Tuck that thumb. Wrap and pull. Now let's take the hands straight out in front of you. Let's pull that thumb in. Wrap the fingers. We're just going to rotate the wrists. And in the other direction. And then take your arms out to the side. You're going to point the fingers down and point them up. Point them down and up. Point down and up. One more. Point down, and up. Now let's go ahead and bring the left hand down. Keep the right palm stretching out. You're actually going to try and pull the middle finger back towards your shoulder a little bit, and then take your head over to your left shoulder. You might feel a little strain, a little tingling. That's your meridian nerve. We're stretching the nerve as well as the muscles. Bring your head back to center. Let's bring the arm down a little bit. Turn the palm forward. Open the fingers. And you're going to take your head to the left once again. This time we're going to rotate the head. Look down towards your collarbone, reaching out with that right hand. And then take the head so you look up towards the ceiling. And then bring your head so you look forward again. We're going to place our hand on our chest on the right side. So you're just going to hold your chest in place, pressing into the chest as you take your arm back behind you. You feel a stretch in the chest across the front of the shoulder. Inhale, bring it forward. Exhale, press back. Inhale, forward. And last one. Exhale, press back. Inhale, forward. And bring your head up and release. Let's go to the other side. Taking the left hand out, palm faces out. Try to bring that middle finger back towards your shoulder. And you're going to take your head now over to the right. And bring your head back to center. And take your arm down 45 degrees. Palm faces forward. Open those fingers. Take your head again over to the right. And then slowly, with control, turn your head so you're looking down at your collarbone. And very slowly, mindfully, you look up towards the ceiling. And bring your head so you're looking forward again and bring it back to center. Place your hand on your chest. Just go ahead and take the head over towards the right shoulder again. As you inhale, you're going to take that arm back behind you, holding the chest right there, feeling a stretch in the chest. Exhale forward. Inhale, press it back. Exhale forward. And last one, inhale, press it back. Exhale forward. Bring your head back to center. Just bring the hands behind your head. One last little thing, shoulders and neck. As you inhale, you're going to take the head back. It's resting in the hands. Let the chest open up nice and wide. As you exhale, the head comes forward. Let's close the elbows. Now you're not pulling on your head. You're just letting the weight of the hands press the chin a little towards your chest. Inhale and open. Exhale, close and tuck. And one more. Inhale, open. Exhale, close, and tuck your chin. Let's bring the head up, the arms down. Little breath work, getting a little more into spine and shoulders. Inhale the arms up. Exhale, nice long exhale, bringing the hands down, interlace the fingers, press the palms forward, round the back. Keep the shoulders down, not up around your ears. Inhale, take the arms behind you, interlace the fingers, open the chest, and exhale, release. Another one, inhale, arms up. Exhale, hands to your heart, interlace, and continue that exhale as you press out and round the back. Inhale, swing those arms back behind you, interlacing. Reach the hands back behind you, open the chest, and release. And last one, inhale, arms up. Exhale to your heart and press out. Inhale, arms behind you, stretching that chest. And exhale and release. All right, we're going to come forward onto our hands and knees. Depending on the surface you're working on, you may need a blanket. I'm just going to start with a little cat-cow, knees under the hips, hands under the shoulders. Inhaling in a neutral position, and as you exhale, arch your back into that cat position. Inhale, take the curve the opposite direction, tailbone up, chest opens towards the front. Exhale, arching your back. Inhale, and to your cow pose. And one more, exhale, arching your back. And inhale, cow pose. And back to a neutral position. Now you may want a pillow, a block, something handy. We're going to do a little thread the needle. And if you feel any discomfort on your neck or if your shoulder doesn't reach the floor, then you'll want to draw a cushion underneath the shoulder to support. We're going to start with the right side. Nice big inhale, bringing that arm up. And on the exhale, you're going to thread it between your left hand and leg and take your shoulder towards the floor. Pressing back up again, inhale. Reach up. Exhale to the floor. And one more. Inhale, reaching up. Exhale to the floor. We're going to stay down here now. Checking in. How's my neck feel? How's my shoulder feel? You can use the left hand to put a little more pressure to take some of the weight off of the shoulder. Or if you want a little bit more, as you inhale, you can take that left arm and stretch it up towards the ceiling, creating a little twist. Breathe. Nice deep inhale. On the exhale, let's bring that hand down in front of your face and gently press yourself back up to your 4-point pose. Other side, nice deep inhale. The left arm goes up. Exhale, threading the needle shoulder towards the floor. Inhale and reach. Exhale, shoulder to the floor. And the third one, inhale, reaching up. Exhale, take that shoulder to the floor. We're staying here. Each side's a little different. If you need a little prop on this side, put it under your shoulder. You can press your right hand into the floor to take some of the weight off of this twist. Or on your next inhale, take that right arm up towards the ceiling. Nice deep breaths. Nice deep inhale. On the exhale, let's bring that hand down in front of your face and press yourself up to your 4-point pose. I'm just going to turn to the side. The next one we're going to do is a lizard pose. I want you to see the form. We're going to bring the forearms down onto the floor and then grab opposite forearms or elbows. And you're going to walk the elbows forward. So you end up in a position where the hips are just a little forward of your knees. And you're going to press forward so your shoulders are right over your elbows. Inhaling here. As you exhale, you gently press your hips back. Take your chin and your chest down towards the floor. Tailbone pushes up towards the ceiling. Inhale, forward, shoulders over the elbows. Exhale, press back, tailbone up, chest and chin towards the floor. One more, inhale, come forward. Exhale, pressing back. We're going to stay here for a moment. This is a stretch that gets into the upper back, a hard place to get to, right up there close to the shoulders, stretching out shoulders as well. If you start to feel at all uncomfortable, please come out of the posture. Otherwise, breathe. And we're going to inhale and come forward, shoulders over the elbows, and you're going to walk your elbows back. And we're going to press back into child's pose. So another good neck and shoulder stretch is the rabbit pose. If your forehead doesn't come easily to the floor, you may want to grab a block or a cushion and put your forehead on that block or that cushion. Otherwise, press your forehead down to the floor. You're going to bring the hands back so they're underneath your shoulders. And as you inhale, you're going to roll from your forehead onto the top of the head. Being careful with the neck here. This is a big stretch for the neck. Exhale, roll back, hips go back, forehead to the floor. Inhale, let's roll onto the top of the head. Exhale and press back. And the last one, inhale, roll forward onto the top of your head. We're going to stay here for a moment. And again, if it becomes uncomfortable, shift your hips back, take a break. You can also use the hands, place a little weight into the hands, take some weight off of the top of the head. And breathe. Nice deep inhale. On the exhale, you're going to roll yourself back down. Remove block or cushion if you're using one. Stretch the arms straight out in front of you. As you inhale, we're going to shift our weight forward, coming into a modified plank position, exhaling right there. If your back feels okay with this morning, inhale, take the hips down towards the floor, lift the chest. Exhale, we're going to go all the way back to child's pose. Little stretching, also some strength building in the shoulders. Inhale, coming forward to your plank position, modified plank. Exhale. Inhale into a modified upward dog. Exhale, pressing all the way back. And one more inhale, coming forward, pausing here as you exhale. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale and press back. Now we're going to do 3 more, and we have some options for those people who are a little stronger in the shoulders. You may choose to take a downward dog, or you can stay right back there in child's pose. Once again, as we inhale, we come forward, plank or modified plank, exhaling. Inhale, the hips go down, lift. Exhale, back to child's or downward dog. Inhale, come forward, plank pose. Exhaling as you pause. Inhale, lifting the chest, hips press down, nice back extension. And exhale all the way back. One more. Inhale, coming forward, plank position. Exhaling. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale and press back. Now here we are. For those who are in downward dog, just stay right here. If you're not sure about a downward dog, then you bring your knees to the floor with the hips right over the knees. And you stretch the arms out overhead, modifying that downward dog. And breathe. Take whichever position is good for you. Any issues with wrists, arms, shoulders? A modification's probably better. Breathing. And you're going to walk your hands back towards your feet. So you end up in a forward bend. All right, modifications here. If a full forward bend is not comfortable for you, let's try putting your forearms on your thighs and let the torso hang. Or you can release your arms so they hang down towards the floor and maybe cross or grab opposite forearms or elbows and just sink into your downward dog. Into your forward bend. Nice deep breaths. Release the arms, take a deep inhale, make sure that core is engaged, and you're going to roll yourself up one vertebrae at a time. And let's do a nice big shoulder roll, and we get up to the top. All right. So you're going to bring your hands in front of your chest. We'll do a little blade, opening the chest, because the chest is so connected to those shoulders and the neck. As you inhale, take the elbows back. Try not to allow the stomach to press forward. You want to keep that core pulled in, ribs closed. And exhale forward. Inhale, press back, squeeze those shoulder blades. And exhale forward. Inhale, press back. Exhale forward. Now a nice big chest expander. The arms open as you inhale, palms up. Open that chest. Exhale forward. Inhale, open. Exhale, close. And last one. Inhale, open. Exhale and close. Bring the arms down. So we're going to step left foot forward, right foot's back a little bit. We're going to do a little bow and arrow. So you take your left hand, like it's got the bow, and you're going to stretch it out in front of you. And you're going to take the right one forward like you're grabbing onto the string. And the important part about this posture is you don't let the elbow of the right arm sag down. You want to keep it up. So as you inhale, you're going to pull back on that string. Elbow is high. And then you change your mind, so you're going to slowly release that string. Inhale, pull back. Exhale, release. And one more. Inhale, pull back. Exhale, release. And bring the arms down. And we're going to change sides. Right foot goes forward now. The right arm has that bow. Left one grabs the string. Keep the elbow pointed out. And pull back, lifting the elbow up. And release. Inhale, pull back. Exhale, release. And last one, inhale, pull back. Exhale, release. And release the arms. All right, so you can turn sideways on your mat. We're going to spread the feet nice and wide, keeping the feet parallel, toes turned forward. Some people prefer turning the toes in just a little bit. And we're going to bring the arms out to the side as you inhale. And exhale, bring the hands onto your lower back. Now, before we go forward, going to be doing some twisting with your hands on the floor. So if you know it's difficult to touch the floor in your forward bend, then grab a block, a pillow, something to support that hand. Inhale, and let's do a little extension to the back. And as you exhale, we're going to come forward slowly, slowly. You can place your hands on your thighs for a little bit of support. And we're going to bring the hands to the floor. Let's take the top of your head down towards the floor. Take a couple breaths here. Then using hands on the floor or on a block or a cushion, you're going to lift the torso up, putting the left hand right underneath your face with the fingers pointing towards the right. You want to stretch this left arm nice and straight so you're supporting the shoulder. Right hand goes on your waist. Inhale. On the exhale, we're going to twist around to the right. And then if your shoulder is okay with this, you take that right arm up towards the ceiling. Lengthening through the arms especially, opening the chest to the side. Inhale. And exhale and bring that right arm down. You're going to put it right underneath the face with the fingertips pointing to the left. Left hand on your waist. Stretch that right arm out nice and long. Inhale. Exhale and twist around to the left. Your option, nice shoulder stretch if you can reach that arm up. Palm faces to the left. Breathe. Another deep inhale. And on the exhale, you're going to bring that hand down. And let's fold forward one more time, getting a little stretch, inner thighs, backs of the legs. Take a couple breaths here. And then press your torso up. Now you have options if you want support. The hands go on the thighs, or a little more challenge, you take your hands to your waist and inhale. And as you exhale, you're going to bring yourself all the way back up. Let's go ahead and bring the feet in. Okay, so we're going to do the yogic version of YMCA. You're going to take a nice deep inhale, bringing the arms up. And let's close the fingers, keep the thumbs pointing towards the back. You're going to take your arms out to your Y, trying to turn those thumbs towards the back. And then you're going to bring them out to a T, keeping those thumbs pointed back. Then bend the elbows so you're in a W. And then you're going to pull them in so you're in that doble L position, double L's. And release. And another one. Inhale, arms up. Let's bring the fingers in, thumbs point back. Go out to your Y, stretching those arms. And out to your T. To a W. And to that double L. And release. And we do one more. Inhale, arms up. fingers closed. Out to the Y, point those thumbs back. Out to the T. To the W. And to a double L. And release. Shake it out a little bit. Woo. Okay, now we're going to do bird wings. If you've ever watched a bird take off, you notice that they start by lifting their wings up and then they press them down to take off. That's exactly what we're going to do. Inhale, bring the elbows up, arms come up. Exhale, press down. Inhale, elbows up, arms open. Exhale, press down. And one more. Inhale, elbows up, arms up. And exhale, press down. Okay, now we're going to go back down to the floor. So let's come to the top of your mat. You're going to take a nice deep inhale, arms come up. And on the exhale, you're going to dive over into a forward bend. Let's pause here with fingertips or hands on the floor. You might grab a cushion. You're going to inhale and lift the torso, lengthening the spine. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lift. And exhale, fold. You want to bend your knees enough so you can get your hands on the floor. We're going to step back with one foot, then the other, just briefly into a downward dog. And then let's bring the knees down, bring the hips down. So the next couple of stretches we're going to be doing on our back. So we're going to find our way down to our back. First one is a cactus pose. So you're going to take your arms and stretch them right out to the side. Then you're just going to bend the elbows so the fingertips point up towards the ceiling. So if you have a little constriction in your shoulders, the backs of your hands may not reach the floor. They might be hanging in the air up here, but that's okay. You're still getting that stretch. As you inhale, you're going to bring the fingers so they point towards the ceiling, and then exhale and press the palms down towards the floor. Inhale, fingers point towards the ceiling. Exhale, let's take the backs of the hands towards the floor. Inhale, fingertips up. Exhale, pressing to the floor. And one more. Inhale, fingertips up. Exhale, back. And we're going to pause here a moment. Just feeling this opening in the chest. Taking a couple breaths. And let's release. We're going to roll over to our left side. If you need a cushion under your head, go ahead and place it there. We're going to bend the knees. Stack the knees on top of each other. Stretch the arms out in front of you. It's going to be a pretty intense stretch, so be careful with it. We're just going to lift that right arm, which is on top. As you inhale, you're going to reach out, make a nice big circle. You're not taking the arm up and over because that leaves a little constriction in the shoulder. You're going to circle it up around your ear, and then as your arm circles back, you open the chest, giving you a little more opening. Taking a couple breaths here. And then we're going to circle that arm back again, up, around, towards your ear, and bring yourself back to the front. So we're just going to press ourselves up and move to the other side. So now you're on your right side. Knees are stacked on top of each other, arms stretched out. Then on your next inhale, you swing that arm up, around towards your ear, and as it circles around, you allow the upper torso to roll back. Breathe. And then another deep inhale, swinging that arm up around, past your ear, and back around to the front. And you're going to push yourself up now to a seated position. So we're going to spend a little bit of time before Shavasana in a position that really helps open the chest. So you have some options. You can use a block, you can use a cushion. If you have your blanket and you can roll it up into a nice roll, that works as well. And you can either lie back with this roll going up your spine, or you can turn it sideways, whichever is more comfortable for you. And you're going to turn to this side. You might have to play with this a little bit. When you roll back, you want to make sure that whatever you've put there, a block, a cushion, a blanket, that it's just below your shoulder blades. And you're going to lie back and open the arms out to the side. And then just sink into that support, allowing the chest to open up. In this particular time, you may be spending a lot of time on the computer, reading, on tablets, or slouching on the couch as you watch TV. So it's really good to counter that forward fold of your shoulders with something like this, where you can spend a number of minutes just allowing your chest to open up. And if you're feeling very comfortable in this position and want to make this your Shavasana position, just stay right here. If you prefer to go flat on the floor, easiest way out is to bend your knees, feet on the floor, roll to one side. Press yourself up and remove your support, and come back down to the floor. Legs are extended, relaxing the feet and the legs. Palms turn towards the ceiling. And once again, you focus on your breath. You can do something similar here if you want to make sure that you're not breathing mostly into your chest. Just take your left hand, place it on your stomach. And as you inhale, feel the stomach press your hand up. And as you exhale, feel the stomach sink back down. Breathing at your own rate. Focusing on your breath, setting aside any thoughts that come to mind. Let's wiggle the fingers and the toes. Maybe twist the wrists and the ankles. And we're going to take the arms up overhead, reaching up overhead, stretching through the fingers and the toes. Feel the lumbar curve lifting up off of the floor. And then exhale and bring the arms down one at a time. The knees come in towards your chest. And we're going to rock a little from side to side, giving the lower back just a little massage. Then roll to your right side and press yourself up to a seated position. Once again, sitting up nice and tall, let's bring our hands to our heart center. Fingertips and base of the palms touch. You leave a little space in between your palms, so you have space there to draw into your heart center as you inhale. All those feelings of love, contentment, happiness, joy, filling yourself with positive emotions. And as you exhale, you let go of any negative emotions, fear, anger, hate, maybe a little depression. Practice this breath several times a day. It's going to expand your lungs, strengthen your immune system and your vagus nerve. Open your eyes, and as you inhale, let's bring the arms up. I want to give everybody a virtual hug. We're going to wrap your arms around your shoulders and give yourselves a big hug. Inhale the arms up. Exhale, hands to your heart center. And we are finished. Namaste.